Okay, so I'm going to take that tangent. So remember again, tangent is sine over cosine, and cotangent upside down to that, cosine over sine. So it says simplify and write the trig expression in terms of sine and cosine. Make your final answer one fraction. See the little one over here, one fraction. So now we have to do a little more simplifying. So let's bring that down. So tangent, I'm just going to write S over C, sine over cosine, just to save work and space and time. And then cotangent is cosine over sine. Okay, so I can't just stop here on this one like I did on the other one, where all they said on the other one is just make it sines and cosines and you're done. And I'd be done. But here they said, make your final answer one fraction. So I have to combine these two together. I can't stop right here. I have to combine these two together as one fraction. So how am I going to do that? How do you add two fractions? What do you do?
Find a common denominator.
Exactly. We've got to get a common denominator, don't we? To add fractions, you've got to get a common denominator. So that means we basically have to multiply by what it's missing, huh? So I'm going to multiply. See, this one needs an S, and you have to do the same thing top and bottom. And then this one needs the C. Right? See how they're both SC now? See how they both have the same denominator when I do that? And I'm not changing the fractions because I'm multiplying the same thing to the top and the bottom of each fraction, aren't I? Everybody see that? I'm doing the same thing to the top and the bottom of both fractions. So I'm not changing them. I'm just making them look different so that they will have the same denominator. Okay. So what does that give me? That gives me sine squared over sine cosine plus cosine squared over sine cosine, right? SS is sine squared and CC is cosine squared. Everybody good with that so far? And now they have the same exact denominator. So I can just make it one big fraction, right? Like that. Everybody good to there? You, instead of having it be two separate fractions, I can make it one big fraction because they have the same denominator, just one common denominator. That's just, common denominator combining, right? All right, now, here comes the big step. What is this from the formula sheet? Did you see sine squared plus cosine squared on the formula sheet?
It's equal to 1.
Yeah. Did you guys see that one? Where is that? I don't know where I put my formula sheet somewhere. It's up here. No, it's down here further. There it is. Yeah. On the formula sheet, right here, sine squared plus cosine squared is 1. That's going to be the number one most important formula of the day. And the second one is right here. So this is number 1 and number 2. We're going to use these two more than anything else throughout the day, throughout our lecture. Those are the two most important formulas. Well, I mean, we'll use these things all the time, but I mean, as far as bigger formulas, it's these two. All right, so be watching for those two. Anytime you see those, jump on. Whoop, I'm in the wrong problem, huh? Jump on them right away. There we are. So there it is. So sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. So that's why we do that right there. Sine squared plus, now I haven't given you any reason why that's what I want to do at the end of the lecture, is say why is sine squared plus cosine squared 1? That's weird. It's actually super easy to see on the unit circle, but we'll just leave it for now. It's 1. Okay, so are we done? Is that the answer? Yeah, that's it. It said make your final answer one fraction. Well, that's one fraction, isn't it? That is one fraction. So the answer is 1 over sine u cosine. You got to put the u's back in there and everything, you know. There's our final answer. We made it one fraction. See how it started off as two separate fractions? We got a common denominator, made it one fraction, and simplified it. We simplified it and made it one fraction. And there it is. So it's 1 over sine cosine.